Alright, here we are with another game of Stompy. We're going first. This is a pretty good hand, so we're going to keep it. And we'll open with the young wolf here. Alright, so it looks like we're playing fairies again. This is a really strong opening, so that's good. Hopefully we have a better outcome this time. Yeah, I'm playing this a little bit after there was a break between this and the last matchup, and I was thinking a bit about the fairies matchup, and I don't know in the comments below if whether it was better to maybe play the creature earlier and just hope it resolves, or trying to wait it out and maybe draw some more cards and push through his counter magic. I don't know. I feel like there's an argument for both to be made, and it's close, so I was thinking about that. And if you want to comment on that, that would be really cool to get some more opinions on what everyone else is doing there in that spot. This is a really, really good start. We're just going to play, and we'll play the Wandering Wolf. Alright, so he probably has the Spell Stutter Sprite. That would be my guess. Because he would counter, if he had a count, oh, that's interesting. Okay, I was not expecting that. But it's good to know. So, he may have a counter spell then, and he was just, well, Alright, so I don't know what to expect this game. He's running a lot of, not standard stuff. So, I don't know what to be on the lookout for. I mean, I guess you could still expect the basic structure of the deck would be like Delvers and probably Spell Stutter Sprites and all of those things. Here, we'll play the Ranger and we'll see what he does. Now it's a question of, do we want, so we'll attack with these two, and then next turn we're going to play the Pit Skulk, just because it's less important than the Rancor, and I don't I don't expect it to resolve. The only reason he let the Wandering Wolf resolve was because he probably had the Piracy Charm for it. So it's very, very likely he has counter magic up, so we're just going to run the one we want less out first and see what happens. And then we'll do this. It'd be really bad here to run into a Force Spike or a Daze, but we'll take our chances. Right now on board we have 5 power, and then we have 2 in the Rancor. Okay, so this is... this is pretty good for us then, I think, because I don't know what he's going to be playing this turn. Well, if he has one, he's going to have one open land, which means he's really not going to have any type of counter magic. So we could pretty safely play the Rancor on this next turn. so now that he's okay, we'll play the Ranker first. We'll play it on the Young Wolf, just because if he can't piracy charm it or something, and the trample damage is gonna push through. I mean, it doesn't matter too much. Then we'll play the Ledge Walker. Okay, we should just swing with everything here, because he'll probably... let's see, I don't know. He'll block this guy. I don't know. We have no other option anyway, because just giving him extra turns, especially because he has stuff like this, it just gives him a chance to build up his board. And we have enough here to push through. He can't block the Rankered guy, really. That's okay. Okay, let's see. If we put it on, we only have to get through next turn. Okay, well if you put it on this, you won't be able to block with anything, but if you bounce it, I think the best bet is just putting it on the Ledge Walker here, and then next turn we'll swing with 3 creatures that he has to block, and it's pretty much, it's very, very unlikely. Okay. Yeah, he would need 2. Okay, well that's not good for us, but yeah, the reason for doing that is it just gives us 3 lethal creatures instead of 2. And does he have a bounce effect? Probably, because he didn't concede. Okay. That's not too terrible, because I guess these two are effectively the same thing right now, so we might as well play around Daze just in case he has it. Because if we do this, then we lose the Ranker, and then we're actually in really bad shape. Whereas right now we're okay. He can't flashback this thing. Alright, so we won that one, I think. Yes. Alright, so it's an interesting deck. Let's take a peek at his graveyard before we... So there's a Delver, and not much else. The Gleeful Sabotages are going to be pretty good here. Okay, well, they're going to be good, so we're going to want to bring those in, just because, you know, he might bring in Serrated Arrows, but more importantly, he has the Spire Golems, and being able to get rid of those are pretty good. Hidden Spiders are going to be good against Spire Golems as well. These builds, it's a lighter creature amount, but the Spire Golems are pretty pivotal to what he's he's doing because they're blockers, and ultimately, once we run out of gas, they become his win condition. So having a way to work around those is pretty good. I'm still not a fan of ledge walkers in here because of the Spire Golems. But seeing as he doesn't have the, well, we're assuming like he doesn't have the Spell Stutter sprites or the Cloud of Fairies. They might be better than usual. Okay, so we need. Oh, we're definitely taking Rogue Elephants out because they're awful against any type of bounce effects. Hunger of the Howl Pack. We'll probably take those out as well. It's a little more relevant here because he has the Piracy Charms, which can kill our guys. So it would trigger Morbid more often than the last mono blue deck, which just bounced everything. Let's see. I guess we'll still keep the ledge walkers in. I wouldn't be opposed to maybe. Well, how many do we have? Yeah, because Hunger of the Howl Packs aren't going to be good because of the amount of bounce effects he has. It's going to be a lot of work to lose a creature and then just have it repealed. Or I'm assuming he has snap. That's okay. So we'll bring in these and 3 of these. Actually, we're gonna cut one. We'll cut one ledge walker for the spider, and that will be our 60 for this game. We'll keep this. We have a turn 1. Well, we can go turn 1 Hidden Spider. Seeing as it's unlikely that he's going to have. We're using this in this game mostly against the Spire Golems, so we don't need to bring it out as early as if we were using it against Cloud of Fairies and Spellstutter Sprites. He doesn't have a daze. Well, we can assume he doesn't have a daze right now because he snap pass priority, I guess. Is it? Alright, so we'll attack here. And we can either play the wolf or the hidden spiders. The problem is the wolf's probably going to get countered, and the spiders are going to be less important. So we'll run these out, probably into some counter magic. See what happens. I feel like in general I'm too risk adverse to play against control decks, and that's probably a big weakness in my game play. We'll just play this one as well. Okay. He memory lapsed. That's interesting because I don't know what difference 2 is. This opens up our board to play Wandering Wolf safely next turn, which with the Vines of Vastwood can get out of hand pretty quickly. I don't see, because it's weird because if a Hidden Spider was a problem, you would just assume that he would counter the first Hidden Spider, not the second one. I'm stumped. Wandering Wolf. Maybe he just has some kind of bounce effect. That would make sense. Best way to do this. Does this make a second copy? Let me read Conspire really quickly. Okay, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on board, 2 pump spells. I think maybe here we should just we'll sabotage it, and then okay, the problem is let me think. Play the hidden spider now, and then next turn we can Gleeful Sabotage. And this way, if he plays another Spire Golem, we'll still be able to swing with 2 3/5s. Because the problem now is if we play Gleeful Sabotage this turn and kill it, and he plays another one next turn, we're kind of stuck. So we'll just do that. Ideally, he'll play another Spire Golem right now, and then we can Gleeful Sabotage and hit 2 guys, and it would be wonderful. But unfortunately, he does not. Okay, so we could also play Vines of Astwood on this, see what he does, because then it'll be unblockable. He could swing in. That puts him at, I don't know, or we can kill him if we Vines of Astwood, then Vines of Astwood, and then the next turn we can play the Gleeful Sabotage. The other option is we could just start running out Wandering Wolves, and then I think that might be better. Because his main line of defense are just going to be the Spire Golems anyway, and he's not really, I mean, if Delver comes down, it can race us potentially, but we have a little bit of time now, especially because these are going to be his main threats, and we already have an answer to 2 of them, and we actually get more value if he does have a second one. So we don't lose too much by just kind of waiting, and then we can just do a big attack on the turn we Gleeful Sabotage. double target the Spiral Golem just so he can't counter it. And we'll tap this the Nettle Sentinel, and then we'll untap it with the Hidden Spider. So then we'll swing for 4. He might quicksand something, but it's not too big of a deal. Okay, and then we'll just play Hidden Spider. So if he does play another Spire Golem, our board becomes it builds up pretty quickly. Okay, any memory lapses. So we could swing. Next turn he can kill him. But actually we could swing. Here we Vines of Vastwood. Okay, wait. He has a Repeal in his hand, right? Okay. So we can. We'll swing first to get for 4 damage in. Next turn he'll probably kill the Wandering Wolf. And so if we play the Wandering Wolf now, he'll kill the Wandering Wolf. Next turn we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we can Vines of Vastwood for lethal. And then if he does repeal things and whatnot, we have the Vines of Vastwood. He can't really play any more Spire Golems or anything because Hidden Spider is going to be too tough for him to deal with. You know what? We'll just let that go. That's not good. Alright. Okay, we're gonna have to find this. Okay, so this is tough. We can swing in for 6, and then alright, so I think that's going to be our play. We'll swing in with him for 6. Hopefully he'll try to quicksand in response. Actually, if he doesn't quicksand, we can't Vines of Vastwood because then it's just gonna blow us out. Okay, and then we'll play the Hidden Spider. Yeah, the problem now is just he has a lot of removal on his side of the board. Any pump spells and stuff, though, we can probably... Okay. So... We attack. He can quicksand. Alright, we'll just run him out. The problem is if we attack, he can quicksand, then we vines, and then he can quicksand in response to it again. So then we end up losing this, and probably losing the game. So, we'll swing, see what happens. Oh, it wouldn't. That was sloppy. I'm sorry. Okay. I did not intend to do that. Alright, so that was I don't know what that was. That was a brain freeze. So, we lose him, then we're gonna lose this. We'll see what happens though. Oh man, that was frustrating. I apologize for that. There's nothing we can do there. We'll play that. So we punted this one. Well, I did. Even so, had we kept the Nettle Sentinel, it'd be still difficult to get through this. It's worth noting that he has these now, so we can hold on to the Gleeful Sabotages a little bit longer. All right. Yeah, that was it. I probably should have vines the repeal, because this way we give it. That was a misplay as well. Okay, so we lost this one because next turn he swings with Delvers. So we'll concede and go to game 3. Hopefully I don't do anything disastrous. The Ledgewalkers are actually going to be really good in this matchup, knowing that he's going to be running the arrows and whatnot. What to take out for it? We probably only need, well, Hornet Stings. Hornet Stings are a possibility, just as a way to stop early Delvers, but I think they're going to be too restricted in this matchup. We'll just use another spider. Anything. We could also have a Hunger of the Howl Pack. Actually, wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, we'll run 2 of these just for the Spire Golems, and then we'll move a Hunger of the Howl Pack back in, because it's good against arrows. We'll go first. We obviously can't keep that. I guess this is a reluctant keep, just because if we get more lands, we could start hitting quickly with the Bone Splitter and the Lone Wolf, and this kind of counts as 2 creatures. So, well, yeah, and then we have the Sabotage. So it's pretty interactive. Not in case he does get the golems and stuff. So we'll keep this. And then we'll open with the Lone Wolf. And he gets a turn 1 Delver. So at this point, we should play this. Put this onto him and swing. Hopefully, well, okay. If he doesn't block, we're gonna groundswell, which is what's gonna happen. Okay. Let's see. So this turn he hits us, puts us at 13, which means he kills us in 3 turns. Let's see. Others. It'll be. We'll see if he quicksands. No. This is actually going to be pretty close, unless he has a repeal or something. He had a really aggressive start. We had a pretty good start as well. Another land would be, well, good. Would have been good there. Let's see. We could be swinging for 3. Well, we should play this, because this will make a gather the courage is free. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll attack with this. We have enough to do 9 now, but we know he has a counter spell, so he would definitely counter 1, and he has the quicksand. Okay, so we're definitely going to gather courage here. And he'll probably counter this. And then we'll let it go and we'll untap him. And then we'll do it again. So he hit for 4. Puts him at 5. If we get a land next turn, we're in pretty good shape. If we don't get a land, not as much, but we'll see what happens here. Scroll Thief. Okay, that's interesting. Alright, so okay. I don't think there's any way to pull this off. Had we... Let's see. Had this been a land, we would have won. Let's see. Is there any way to do this? I don't think there is. Yeah, we're just gonna have to hope he blocks the wrong guy. And even if he does, Groundswell's not gonna go through. Alright, so that's going to be game. This one was pretty close. Game 2, despite my misclick, I think we still probably lose that game, even though I walked into the situation I was describing not walking into. Yeah, there's nothing things, they might have been decent. The problem is if you don't get them early, they become absolutely dead cards as well. And his 2 Delver start is pretty aggressive. It's like once again, if the Young Wolf had been a land, we would, well, actually we wouldn't have won. Let's see. Okay. I don't know. There's not much more to say about this. It was a close one, and we'll see what happens. I'll start up a new game, and maybe we'll play something else beside Delver, and maybe it'll go a little bit better. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next round.